but you like more opportunities to perform in Frogtown, is what I heard you mention. And I know that I've performed at this Moonlight Magic, that place that got bulldozed, you know, a long time ago. And yeah, there's not that many venues to do live music. And sometimes live music is happening, but we're not plugged in. And so I was just wondering, like, what do you feel could happen, or what would you envision what you would like to happen? So your band can perform more in here, but if you wanted to go check out some local bands, and if, you know, a venue around Frogtown or something like that.
Well, Victoria Theater.
Yes.
You know, and you know, just thinking of how initially when that old home building was, you know, in the early stages of being remodeled, or them designing that, that was also supposed to have performance space. I just think we're not thinking of it and valuing that, and it's not just live music, right? It's theater, you know, it's dance. Those performance arts, they require spaces to do that work. And not to say that you can't dance and do theater and all that stuff in the street, but again, we have resources and places here where we can, you know, provide those opportunities for local artists to do it. We just have to either encourage those businesses to see the value in it, or really, when they're doing the development along university, you know, make sure that more of that is incorporated and those spaces are made available to the community. I mean, that's how I see it. And I know some of these bars are getting more money to fix the facades and stuff like that, and that's sort of part of this redevelopment. You know, is it the licensing, and how can we work to sort of change that, or yeah, I guess that's it.
This is just more of a question. What's really stopping the Victoria Theater from becoming the Victoria Theater? Like,
you missed that last forum.
Money.
Yeah.
So have we tried crowdfunding?
Not yet.
How much is it? How much do we need?
Multiple millions. Like,
Multiple millions.
5 million?
yeah. Not quite 5, but
Oh,
yeah.
A few million. A few millions.
Couple ducats.
Yeah.
Big.
Get someone to smile.
So one of y'all get famous.
Like you were saying.
Yeah.
There just aren't spaces. Like, especially like if you're really sticking to the Frogtown parameter. It's like, I can't think of one.
Right.
Yeah.
So it is a place called The Village, and it's on Victoria and Thomas, and it's 858 Thomas Avenue, and a brother named T.S. Leases the space, and just like we were saying, there's no place for a community to gather, so he said, this is a place where a community can gather. So all he's doing is asking people to come by, be a part of it. He's not charging anything, you know, but we know lights and all that stuff don't run itself. So, you know, if you can slide him a donation or something, but he really wants people to use the space and be able to come together. Every Tuesday we do a open mic and community conversation, which I'm a little late for now today, but yeah, so it's from 7 to 9, and sometimes it goes on. We was talking about relationships, and we ain't get out of there until almost 11 o'clock. So it's something, that's one thing that we can start, because we need to support him. That's one of the things, we have to support one another. You know, we always, a lot of times, it be so much going on with us that we don't reach out to the people who's really trying to provide the things we're asking for.
So, Sharada, you mentioned your open mic, which is great, and I was wondering what you envision for this particular open mic. Like, where would you like to see it grow, or see it grow, and what would you just, maybe in general, like how open mics can really give voice, and so what's your perspective on that?
So the open mic that I do, I want to grow as far as helping people, like we do workshops to write material. It's been a few young people who's been coming there, and at first they really wasn't brave enough to go in front of people, and now they feel comfortable, and now they're asking for help to write, you know, and stuff like that. So, and really, we will be doing something one Saturday a month, and TS was trying to get featured artists, like going out and getting somebody, and I told him, no, we got a lot of talent here, so if we could just, you know, support the artists here, that's like, you know, you got a garden in your backyard, you going to the grocery store, what sense does that make? So that's one of the things, and I want it to be self-sustaining, so even if I have to walk away and go somewhere else, I want somebody to be able to take it over.
And then this is the last question I'll ask, and then we'll open it up to everybody else to come ask, or to ask questions to this panel. And then we'll have a little interactive thing right after, and then we're good. So JT, as far as just, I know you spoke a lot about the young people's perspective on arts, or I mean their struggles with not being connected to arts or the resources. What do you feel are some issues that young people face today that we might not be in tune with, and how you think arts can address those? And when I guess I don't want it to be a repeat of that one question, but I think I'm just trying to get, you know, I think about all the young people that are, you know, around, I forgot what the percentage is, but it's over 50% of Frogtown is young people. Yeah. And so we're trying to figure out ways to like create, you know, with open mics and other types of programming to really, you know, give more options for young people and outlets. And so if there's anything else you can add to that, yeah.
So one thing I was thinking, and this is more like me, and then I noticed I know a couple of my friends who actually do live in Frogtown too, is that we might do an art project or we might do something, but we don't get to like show it off, I guess. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because I took a watercolor arts painting class at St. Paul like last year. I was like, and I showed some people, and some people were like, ooh, you should show people, like more people, and share it, and do this and do that. I'm like, where am I gonna do that at? So I think it would be cool, like, I guess I was thinking, oh, it would be cool if we had a spot in the October thing where people, anybody, it doesn't have to just be young people, but they can, like, they can frame the work and show it out. And if they want to sell it, they can sell it. Or if they just want to let people look at it, people can look at it and comment, kind of like an art gallery. Or we could do a forum that way or something. Just so like people in the community can show, kids in the community can show their artwork. Because it's nice looking what kids draw sometimes, and sometimes you're just like, that's a stick person. But it would be nice to see like different things and see what people have to say. Because I've seen kids, like little kids, draw things and have opinions on stuff when we do our discussions, or when we do, when we used to get feedback from the community, or when we got feedback last year on what people wanted to see in the mural. Little girl drew us a whole bunch of flowers, and we put those flowers in our mural. So it's like just different things. It's nice to see what people picture and want to see, or it's nice to see what people in Frogtown have to offer and can do. So I'm like, we're all talking about like dancing and singing and doing that type of arts, but other people could, like, you know, there's no place for other people to put their artwork up in Frogtown ever either. So that would be nice. I think that would be really supportive for you. Sorry, I've been up since 5:30, you guys. I'm like, my mind's wandering. So I guess, and then I guess it was more just like on that whole support, come up with activities or things for youth to do, and then like get it out there and get them doing it. A lot of people have kids and grandkids and stuff, and like a lot of these be like grown-ups, and a lot of the meetings or forums will be grown-ups and stuff. Kick your kid out the house for an hour, or your grandkids or something, and make them go do something, or like make them participate in something once a month. I don't know, because that's what our parents made us do. And like, it's more of, once you get people there, they're like, oh, this isn't so bad, it's fun, it's doing something else. I think that's like our hardest thing, is to get youth there, and once you get them there, no one leaves saying, oh, this was a complete waste of my time, it was boring, it sucked. It's like, and the people will ask about the next one and be interested and want to do something else. Like we did the first mural, people were asking, when are you gonna do another one? Where's it gonna be at? Where are you gonna do something again like this? So, and I feel like whenever we do something art related in Frogtown, it will be one thing, and then something doesn't happen for a really long time again, and the youth that were at that one thing got disconnected and don't know about the next thing. So you get a whole different group of youth, but you're not keeping like the cycle and keeping the same youth coming to the same things, because we don't ever have anything go consistently in Frogtown. And when we do, it gets shut down and the youth get disappointed and we're like, well, what's the point of starting something new when someone's just gonna leave us or not gonna finish it with us because all our programs are getting shut down. What's the point of being on a dance team and then right before you guys are supposed to perform, your dance team gets shut down, or the grown-up who's leading it or something goes out of town? It's like, I feel like one of the problems that like the youth I know and like the Frogtown crew talked about was the fact that a lot of youth in Frogtown don't have a trust in grown-ups to continue something, or programs to continue something in Frogtown, because they keep getting shut down or they keep getting let down, and you only can get let down so many times when we'll keep doing it. So, yeah.
Thank you. And thank you. Takes a few people. Yeah, takes a village. Okay, so I just also wanted to acknowledge the OGs. OGs means older generation from this context, and like say too, he couldn't make it. Hey, he's a man with wisdom, is what I'm trying to say, and he couldn't make it. But definitely reaching out to the OGs and getting their wisdom and incorporating their voice too, because they've been through their own struggle of arts and different issues that they've been through, and they could give us a lot of knowledge too. And so I just wanted to, yeah, he couldn't make it tonight, but it's cool. We will definitely get at him and get his feedback on this too, of course. And so now we're gonna open it up to the audience. If you have a question for any of the panelists,